Greetings, fellow Michaeltubers. Is this really a thing? If you grew up in the early 2000s, or you have kids now, you may be familiar with the search for Santa Paws. Oh, trust me, this name was snatched up earlier. It was highly streamed and rented from the old fortresses called movie stores. Before we get started, let's dive into the history of Santa Paws, because apparently this is a Marvel Cinematic Monsterverse of Star Wars and Transformers-ness and DCU-ness reasons. Believe it or not, it came from the late 90s movie Air Bud, a dog who plays basketball.
Does he dribble? No, but he might drool a little.
Very funny. Guess it's popular enough that warranted, no you need cut back to me, warranted several sequels, including Air Bud Spikes Back when Darth Vader is Luke's father. And what spin-off of Air Buddies? Nobody's. The Buddy movies. And then that gave birth to Santa Buddies. This gave birth to Santa Paws, because this is the MCU and Star Wars and Star Trek of puppy sagas. I don't know. So let's dive down into Santa Paws. We start off at the North Pole, where Santa gets some depressing news.
Mr. Hucklebuckle, enjoy passing on your message to the children of New York and the joy of a life of service. I've sent you the birthday present from Mr. Hucklebuckle that he had hoped to give you himself.
Santa Paws, Santa Paws, Santa Paws away. They're supposed to be cute little puppies, and oh God, is that stuffed?
Mr. Hucklebuckle was a great ambassador for the Santa Claus.
That was depressing. Well, we cut to New York to Hucklebuckle Toy Shop. Good thing it is. I thought it was a porn star. To recap what's going on so far, depressing Santa puppy movie, dead store owner, and dead parents, I guess? I don't know. What else is going to happen? Bruce Wayne loses his parents? Order 66? What else is going to happen? Young girl drugged to the orphanage and rolled by the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wilhelmina!
Is this the return of Oz of Buddy movies? Lighten the heck up!
Much cuter than you, and younger. I'm sure she'll go fast.
You're making the Harry Potter family look like Fuller House. And how did this lady get this type of job, first of all? Just, wouldn't legal lawsuits take a hold here? Just saying.
Parents, they didn't make it. They had to go to heaven. Mine neither. Janie's too, but she still thinks they're gonna come for her. They are gonna come for me. Nobody's parents are coming for them.
Santa Paws, Santa Paws, Santa all the way. Back at the North Pole. Let's hope North Pole doesn't get nuked, because I feel like it's going to head that direction. Santa Claus brings the dog to an ice thing that gives him life.
Why, forever, young pup!
Sorry, with the mood you've been going for, I thought the music would match perfectly. Let's try this.
Oh, you make me laugh.
Yay!
Ever since Mr. Hucklebuckle's passing, Christmas spirit has been out of whack in New York.
God, even the dog's talking about death. I would say this about Santa Paws, but lighten the heck up! Someone smile! Santa and Paws fly to New York and land in Central Park. And that's the last we ever saw of them. He runs into the owner of the orphanage, which drops her hat in the street, and Paws goes and retrieve it.
Pause! No! Stop!
Congratulations, movie, you killed Santa Claus. You're only 15 minutes in and you killed the fat man. What's next? You're going to kill the Easter Bunny? You're sick, movie. You're really sick. Well, don't worry, that doesn't happen. The Santa Paws has to find Santa Claus because Santa Claus wanders to Hucklebuckle toy shop, and Paws wanders into the orphanage and finds the girls.
Whenever I hear a Christmas song,
Miss Stout, they're singing in there. Can you please burn them? Because sure, this matches the depressing atmosphere before.
I do believe in Christmas. I believe in love. For you and me. I do believe in Christmas.
Yeah, it's odd to say. This is weird. Even for this movie's standards, it was so deep, dark, and depressing, like a DCU movie or A Beautiful Mind, and then it turns into a freaking Disney Cinderella commercial for Cinderella Disney princess dresses or something like that.
Imagine discovering royal treasures and entering the world of Disney Princess. Dreams do come true. Be like a Disney princess, dressing up head to toe. Beautiful gowns, sparkly slippers, tiara, wand, jewels aglow.
Now you can own a Disney princess, unless your caretaker finds her and burns her alive in the furnace. All this goes together. You're wrong if you don't think so.
Sure enough, Miss Stout comes in and sees everything that's going on and takes Paws and Wilhelmina down to the basement. Meanwhile, Santa Claus at Hucklebuckle Toy Shop passes out into death. And then we get this nice moment.
Pause!
Everything I love dies, everything I love dies, everything I love dies, everything I love dies.
No, let go! No, stop!
Santa Paws, I don't know where toys go when they burn. So the elf and the dog comes from the North Pole, finds the sleigh, finds Santa Paws, saves Santa Paws, and then he goes to find Santa Claus, and we're greeted with this lovely piece of information.
Hey?
Is Santa going to die?
The search for Santa Paws just asked that question. What is wrong with you? Paws offers up his crystal and saves Santa Claus. And then they go back to the North Pole. Ironically, no ice smashing them in the head, because that would be the tone of this movie. And he saves Paws. And then everyone lives happily ever after. The kids go live with the Hucklebuckle owners, and yeah, this is how that movie ends. This dark DC movie ends lighthearted. Oh my gosh. This movie was depressing on so many levels. If I wanted to watch a depressing Christmas movie, I would watch Black Christmas. What is it with all the dark Christmas movies lately? And yeah, that's Santa Paws. It's good for kids, I guess. What the heck? This is so depressing. Skip over this one unless you're in a depressing mood, I guess. Go watch Santa Buddies instead. At least they have puppies. Yeah. It's like having Nazis and nutcrackers. Wait, please don't tell me we're reviewing that movie next year. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this Christmas special this year. That's all for this time. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Punch that like button, face the like boss. See you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.